All right, now it's time to try some multi-step inequalities. The first one we have is 2x minus 3 is greater than 7. So I'm going to do this just like I would do for an equation. I'm going to add 3 to both sides. Get 2x is greater than 10. Then divide both sides by 2. We get x is greater than 5. There is no need for me to flip the sign because I did not multiply or divide by a negative number. Okay, so now I make my number line to graph my answer. 5 goes right in the middle because that's my target net value. This is one from here. And to the right, the numbers get larger. To the left, the numbers get smaller. I put an open circle over 5 because this is greater than, and there is no line underneath. And then my arrow goes to the right. Perfect. Next one. Okay, in this problem, I have y times the quantity, 7 times the quantity, y minus 3 is greater than or equal to negative 13. So I'm going to distribute this 7 first. 7y minus 21 is greater than or equal to negative 13. Then I add 21 to both sides and get 7y is greater than or equal to, so let's see, 21 plus negative 13. They're opposite signs, so I subtract the numbers. 21 minus 13 is 8, and it keeps the sign of the larger number. In this case, that's the 21. Last step is to divide by 7. So we get y is greater than or equal to 8/7. Now, how do you graph that? Because that's usually the place where people might have an issue with graphing fractions. Oh, geez Louise. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to put 8/7 right in the middle. And now as it goes to the right, the numbers get larger. This is 9/7 and 10/7. To the left, the numbers get smaller. 7/7 is the same as 1, and then 6/7, and so on. I'm going to put a closed circle over 8/7, and then my line is going to go to the right because it is greater than or equal to. All right, let's try this one. So I have 8n minus 2 is greater than 17n plus 9. So my first goal is going to be to get the variables together on the same side. So I'm going to do minus 17n to both sides. That gives me, see, 17 minus 8 is 9, and it keeps a larger number, so it's negative. Negative 9n minus 2 is greater than 9. And then I'm going to add 2 to both sides. Get negative 9n is greater than 11. Divide both sides by negative 9, and we have n is less than, I had to flip the sign, please notice that. This was greater than, now it's less than, because I divided by a negative number. Then over here I have negative 11/9. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing that I did before graphing. This is negative 11/9. Then as it goes to the right, remember it's getting closer to 0 because this is negative numbers. This is negative 10/9. Negative 9/9 would be the same as negative 1. To the left, negative 12/9. I'll write it over here on the side if you need to see it, because we need to simplify that, because we are good mathematicians who always simplify our fractions. Sorry, please ignore the sounds of my cat in the background. So simplifying this, we'll have negative 4/3. Okay, so this is negative 4/3. And then over here, we would just have negative 13/9. Okay, now I can put my open circle over negative 11/9, and it goes to the left because it says less than. Okay. All right, and here are your try it problems.